Hello everyone. So I have a very special guest on my channel today. I have Arnav Vohra he's from Delhi, and most of you guys already know probably that I'm from Mumbai. So we both Indians, two Indians talking right now on crypto, the one that you guys love a lot and have been supporting this channel a lot. So I really appreciate that. And Arnav, you have a channel, I guess, right?
Yeah, I just actually have a channel. I've put 19 videos about blockchain.
Right.
So I'm more into blockchain. I'm not as eloquent as Shiv, but I'm getting it. Yeah, so I'm more of a techie guy, more of a startup guy, and I want to. My goal is to go into development and cater to that audience mainly. But I also talk about Bitcoin and yeah, because Bitcoin is the whole game and everything started from there.
True, guys. So basically, Arno, I have actually seen your videos, Arno, and they are really, for somebody who actually wants to understand about the technology part of it, like for example, Bitcoin or probably Ethereum and the blockchain space. I think your videos are really helpful, for them to learn because you put it in a very simplified ways, and that's what I like about it. So guys, make sure that you check out his channel and hit subscribe to his channel. There is a lot information that you can get from his channel as well. I'll put the link in the description below. Okay, so I know now. Okay, so the hottest topic right now. I'm not sure. I mean, if the audience would like to know about Segwit, because you said that you are more into the technical part of it. But anyway, let me ask you this. So, when did you actually get introduced to Bitcoin, and when did you actually hear about Bitcoin?
Yeah, so actually, I have a long story about Bitcoin and blockchain. So, around 2 years back, there was this guy in Chandigarh who had a startup for a cryptocurrency-based startup. So, he was trying to do something similar to Bitcoin, and he was explaining blockchain. He had come to our college fest, and he was explaining about blockchain and all that. So, I was intrigued about that. Then later on, so I was really active in the startup community, and one of my friends, he actually showed me that he had made a lot of money on
Wow.
Bitcoin. Yeah, I think not uncommon. So I was like, yeah, that's awesome. And so I attended some meetups for blockchain and Bitcoin in Chandigarh and Delhi in these areas.
So that was
And
last year, you say? Was that?
yeah, no, actually it was this year.
Oh,
This year.
okay.
So it was 2 years back when I started about blockchain. I had a basic overview about the technology, but about Bitcoin and like that Bitcoin is such a great revolutionary decentralized currency and so much. I actually got to know it this year itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Talking about me, I was actually I discovered Bitcoin about sometime last year. So, honestly, what happened with me, I know I have a different story, okay? So, what happened with me, like what happens with most people, okay? So, when I heard about Bitcoin, I did not pay much attention to it because I thought it's just another thing, it's just another gimmick or something like that because it can't really be a currency. And but then I kept hearing again and again, and then I said, yeah, I have to find out what exactly this is. And then when I actually started my study on Bitcoin, and I was like, oh my God, yeah. I mean, I was like, this is going to change the world. you know we are talking about the changing the entire financial system now. So are you saying that people will be able to transact without banks and things like that? And then I actually found out that Bitcoin is not a company, because I was actually thinking that Bitcoin may be another company or maybe a startup. And then I realized actually Bitcoin is a technology. It's a technological protocol on which developers and programmers can run, and that is how it is considered as money. And that was like a big surprise or shock, whatever you call. And ever since then, it was so fascinating for me, Bitcoin, that every day has been learning experience. So every day there's so many things happening. And right now, and as we talk, the Bitcoin has hit about 7,000 US dollar.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of excitement, and we have recently seen the institutional investors coming in into this space. So of course, I mean, talking about India as well. So we have a couple of exchanges in India, like ZipPay. You have Coin. What do you think about these new companies which are coming into this space right now? Let it be exchanges or let it be other companies that you're not aware of.
Yeah, so the first point, like even in the startup community, people who want to talk about blockchain, Bitcoin, the first point of contact for blockchain for most people is Bitcoin.
Right.
So people are actually, and so people start thinking what the problem is and what we can solve around Bitcoin. And people, they think about exchanges, and the first point of contact a person will go to if he or she wants to buy a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency.
Right.
And so so from my personal experience, like I think everyone in the startup community who hears about Bitcoin at some point of time thinks about starting their own exchange. And because there isn't a great exchange, and even right now we have ZepPay and Coin. They are just selling Bitcoin. There is no place. They are not selling Ethereum or Ripple or Litecoin, Dash, Zcash, so many other cryptocurrencies. And there's a lot of scope for such exchanges. There's no exchange like Bittrex or Gemini.
Correct.
Smoothly, like which is in the case of US. And so people are actually working on things, but there's a lot of legalities around Bitcoin and exchanges. And the trouble with exchanges is you need to get liquidity. And you need to have initial set of buyers and sellers on the platform, because if there aren't, say, many sellers, then the price will be very high.
True.
So yeah, so you need to get liquidity, but since many people are moving into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, I think this problem will not exist. As more people are learning about it. So there are a lot of innovations in this space that are going to come up, and then we have exchanges. So there will be people who are building software that enable other exchanges to be built, and there are so many components involved in a software process. Like a whole exchange has so many components. There might be companies who provide solutions for one component of building an exchange. So I think the space is very hot, and it's really nice if you get into it right now.
Yeah. So do you think looking at the current scenario of India, right? So I mean, I have always looked at India probably a country which is as big as China in
Yeah,
terms of numbers. And we know how big is China today. I mean, China has a huge impact on cryptocurrencies. Today, I'm telling you, if the cryptocurrencies market really open up in China, the prices are gonna like boom, you know.
yeah.
So, so what do you think? Of course, there are only few exchanges, and I don't think they're able to cater to the audience right now in a way that they should, because I think it's kind of too much for them. So, do you think we will see more exchanges coming up in India? And what do you think on the regulations part of it? Do you think people are scared of regulations, and that is why they are not opening up with these kind of startups?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think it's just that people haven't heard about them, and I am really active in the startup community, and people just are planning to build exchanges in 1 2 months, and yeah, the most people are well connected in the startup community, and they usually figure stuff out, to be honest, around legalities. And usually startups are like so. Even when Flipkart came around, or there were a lot of legal issues around selling online stuff. Online clothes and all that.
Correct,
So
correct.
they eventually figured out, and I think that will be the same case here. And regarding India, I think it's really true, because India is very young country, and we have so many people, say, living in Delhi, in Bangalore, in big cities, Bombay, and they have so many like they usually save around, say, 15K or 20K, and they can invest. They would want to invest and diversify in various cryptocurrencies, because it's so easy to invest in a cryptocurrency if you
True.
consider an exchange, unlike which is the case of shares or other assets.
Well, honestly, the shares are too complicated for, especially for the new generation. The new
Yeah,
generation, actually, it's easier for them to understand crypto. They have no clue about how a share works, what is futures, and things like that. Because it's pretty simple. Okay, these are the tokens. I
Yeah.
can buy them, I can hold them. These are the exchanges, I can sell them. It's pretty easy. So talking about the other cryptocurrencies, just you mentioned, that brings me to another point. So you
Yeah.
have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, right? I know that you're a fan of Ethereum, right? Because you have spoken about Ethereum in your videos. So I know that you're a big fan of Ethereum. What are the other cryptocurrencies that you really look at, and what do you think these are powerful cryptocurrencies that can have a great future?
Yeah, so I think Ripple is really nice. So Ripple and Zcash and IOTA, these are Steemit for
Steam it. Hmm.
yeah, these are the ones I think which are really nice. And so yeah, Ripple is actually solving a real use case right now, and it's more of a business, and it's a for-profit organization. And so it's not a cryptocurrency; it's a part of the solution. But they are solving a real-world problem which can be solved right now, which is unlike Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is like trying to uh, decentralize everything and create a whole currency. But they are Ripple are more in contact with banks and building solutions for them.
Right.
And yeah, so
So
Ripple is nice.
yeah, so I think a lot of people are actually holding Ripple. Honestly, I was holding some Ripple, and a lot of people are actually holding Ripple. But there's a surprise. I mean, it doesn't just grow in. It's been not growing for a very long time. I mean, it says at the 20 cents or something like that,
Yeah,
and yeah.
there's no limited supply. I think they have infinite supply.
Hmm.
That's the trouble with Ripple.
That's in trouble, exactly. And there have been a lot of question about how to store Ripple. You have any clue on how can a Ripple be stored? Like where? Do they have their own wallet or something?
Yeah, there are exchanges which trade Ripple, so you can create an account. And mostly, I think people buy Ripple by first buying Bitcoin and then converting it to
Right.
Ripple.
So
Yeah,
basically, the Ripple can be kept on the exchanges right now. There is
yeah,
no separate
just like
wallet that they have.
yeah. So like we have Zepay wallet and such
Okay,
wallet,
okay, okay,
so they
okay.
have wallet for Ripple.
Got it, got it, got it. Yeah. So what
So
about
what's your opinion on
uh,
Bitcoin and how you see India as a whole, and how is this ecosystem around Bombay and in other cities? How are people getting to know about Bitcoin, and what is their reaction right now?
so in Mumbai, honestly, there is a lot of curiosity,
Okay.
right? So what happens is, let's say if you have an event which is raised on Facebook, I mean, you just raise the event, and if it is on Saturday or Sunday, the people are definitely going to turn up, and it's going to be a houseful event. So that amount of curiosity, because obviously, see, everybody loves investments, everybody loves money, right? And if you look at Bitcoin itself, it's grown like 5 times, 7 times, right? I remember that January it was trading about $1,000. As of today, as we are talking right now, it's about $7,000. So just imagine a growth of like what?
Yeah.
90,000 rupees, which I remember, and today in terms of money, it's close to 5 lakh. I mean, what did you do? Nothing. You just bought and kept it, and nobody gives you that kind of return. And when people hear about this growth, then people really want to know about what exactly is Bitcoin. So there's a lot of curiosity, and we also do have a lot of blockchain summit happening in Mumbai.
Okay.
So yes, so there is a lot of noise around. I think overall India also there have been a lot of things happening except the regulations part of it. Just that the regulations are not clear as to what how can they actually regulate it. Otherwise, there is a lot many things happening in Bangalore, Hyderabad. I mean, I met the IT minister for Hyderabad in one of the event, and he's so positive about the blockchain, the entire blockchain thing. I think Hyderabad is building something on blockchain right now.
Yeah, yeah. There's something on land records. I
Yes,
remember.
land registry, something like that.
Land
So we really need ministers like them.
records.
And if,
Yeah,
yeah, and then that will be very, very positive. So, yeah, so any final thought on on the price of a Bitcoin, do you think, Anna? What's your final thought on price? What do you think the price can hit for Bitcoin this year?
I think it's going to go to 10K, $10,000. Uh,
$10,000.
yeah, because I think most people are like in countries like India,
Hmm.
very there's a lot of scope for more people buying into the platform and buying bitcoins because they are just hitting it about right now.
Hmm.
And even in say many Asian countries or in Australia or in these areas, people are now figuring out, like when they see their own friends buying and they see real,
Getting them rich, seeing them getting rich.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, what's your opinion?
I think it will be the same. No, I think even I think it should touch 10K for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
What about Ethereum? What do you think about Ethereum?
Ethereum. I think Ethereum is, I don't know about the short term to be honest, but long term it's going to go high, really high, because more and more ICOs are coming, and so ICOs, when an ICO is launched, they lock up Ethereum, and so the supply goes down, and if the demand stays, then the price will go up. So with as many more and more ICOs are coming in, and with Ethereum finds its own real world application, I think price will go up. I'm not sure about like if will it go at the end of the year, but for the long term, maybe in 2 years or 3 years time, I think it will go up like 1K, or is not even 5K. I even think that Ethereum might beat Bitcoin.
You know what? I have a similar feeling actually. I do have the similar feeling because Ethereum does a lot many things which Bitcoin cannot do right now, and will never be able to do in future. I mean, so Bitcoin solves a different problem and Ethereum solves a different problem. So I think you rightly said that. That's what I think. But I think the real use applications of Ethereum right now is the ICOs.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. Most people are using it for ICOs, but so like for Bitcoin, most people are just buying it for,
Investments, yeah.
and but they are not using it to transact or.
Correct, correct.
So for Ethereum, mostly people are launching their ICOs. People are building smart contracts and
Hmm.
everything, and like there are companies like JP Morgan who have developed their own
Correct.
Ethereum.
They have this Enterprise Ethereum Alliance also.
Yeah, yeah. Quorum, have you heard? If JP Morgan has their
Hmm.
own Ethereum like
Hmm.
structure called Quorum.
Hmm.
So yeah, Enterprise Ethereum Alliance is also many companies like Consensus, and they are developing on top of Ethereum. So they are using Ethereum's tools and language, but they are more into private blockchains and
Right.
consortium blockchains.
Right. In fact, I would like to have another video only focused on Ethereum, probably, right?
Sure.
Because a lot of people who actually think that they have missed the boat for Bitcoin,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Bitcoin was $100, $200, $300. So I think the next one is Ethereum, and I
Yeah.
think it's very important for people to understand what Ethereum is, and I
Yeah.
think you will be the best person who can actually put in the simplest language possible how Ethereum works and what can be the real use cases of Ethereum in future. And
Yeah.
then, of course, if there are use cases, the price just follows the use cases.
Yeah,
So,
and even I think that so Ethereum and their team are really trying to get up the transaction speed.
hmm,
And so Bitcoin, it takes a lot of time for a normal transaction to go through. And so say imagine a case 2 3 years down the line, and their team have achieved a really high transaction speed. So maybe people might ditch Bitcoin and move to Ethereum for transacting money instead of Ethereum. That might be another possibility.
or maybe they will use it as a like storage value or something like that. I mean that's a big controversial subject, I would say. I mean, whether, because a lot of people still say that okay, maybe Bitcoin is not a currency, it's just a storage value.
Yeah.
So, but let's see how it turns out. But yes, what you said is also correct. It's possible that people may switch to Ethereum. But there is this sentiment, there is this connection with Bitcoin. People who started, because that is where everything started. So it's more
Yeah.
like a affection or more like an attachment with Bitcoin that people want to hold on to. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much for taking time out, Arno, and coming here on the channel. We want to keep it very short so that, people actually can go through the entire video. And obviously, we will be doing another video on Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, and specifically ICOs, because I'm sure you can give some insights on ICOs, what ICOs to invest, and probably how to how to basically find
Like how
out
to
things,
identify.
exactly identify which ICOs are going to be doing well. I think that's a very critical aspect, because today everybody comes up with an ICO, takes your Bitcoin, takes your Ethereum, and then nothing happens. you know so that's really important. So thank you so much for coming here on my channel, Arno.
Thanks a lot for having me, Shiv.
My pleasure, guys. And please go ahead and check his channel, guys. And thank you so much for watching. And hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you have not. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, Arno. See you.
Bye.